how you doing?
Six years waiting for this car.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. You already know what it is, in the Kingdom of Boca Raton, and now we're in the Mecca of Mercedes, standing with my partner right here, my dog Daniel, in front of his favorite car, the Fintail. I mean, shout out to my dog.
Save these Fintails so we don't have to. We don't want the headache of it.
Special package coming today once again, and another special event happening today. SHMEE'S is pulling up today a very special event at the Patina Collective. We're gonna open the doors to all the YouTubers and show them what we've been working on. But yeah, we got a special car coming in today. Daniel's been waiting for it for a while.
Waiting for this car for like 6 years before the Patina Collective even was a twinkle in our eyes.
Yes.
You know, I actually bought this car, but I couldn't import it. I didn't realize at the time.
I waited for you for 7 years.
So guys, even our Instacart arrives in a Mercedes. I mean, we stay on brand.
Thank you so much, babe.
Perfect.
All things hip.
Holy shit.
It's on the ground. How did they move it like that, bro? It's fucking the wheel up like that, bro. Wide body Brabus SL. Came out of Germany. They had the wheels done out there, redone before we got them. The tire doesn't fit the wheels, so it's not even on there. So the rim is literally on the ground, and the car got driven up like that, so the rim got damaged. It's just the nature of the business when you're dealing with so many different delivery guys, and people just don't have that same amount of care that you would, you know? So it's things that we deal with, kind of expected, but it sucks when it happens, and you guys actually got to see with your own eyes. But it's another day in the kingdom, and it's not all beautiful all the time, but at least it's sunny.
About to see if it starts up. Need the jump pack.
It was already done like this when the guy picked it up. He didn't know where it came out of. It was just Brabus. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, you got these different kind of cars that come out of Europe, and we don't know who did it and who came up with what, but we just take it how it comes.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, these are custom builds people make. You know?
Brabus.
Came in the right car, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. How you doing, guys?
Good, how are you?
Good to meet you. Nice to meet you. How you doing?
Good.
How's it going? How's it going? Camera, hey.
All right, guys, so we got SHMEE'S in the building, famous YouTuber, famous car guy, so he's gonna be here to assess the collection and tell us what we're working with.
Oh yeah.
How do you feel today?
I'm looking forward to seeing it. I've seen some of your videos, of course. Heard about things before you started making the videos.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it couldn't be better than being here with my proper, suitable Mercedes AMG,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Pulled up in that GTR, disgusting with the yellow. We love to see it. All right, guys.
You're flexing out here. He's flexing. He's flexing.
Right-hand
He's
drive.
stomping out here.
He imported his car right-hand drive, you know, so we love those right-hand drive cars.
Yes,
So we're gonna get familiar with SHMEE'S a little more. We actually got 3 more cars arriving today. We got this one just arrived right now, the Brabus widebody. So we're gonna have cars arriving while you're here, if you don't mind.
Oh, awesome.
And that's just the culture over here, Patina Collective. So let's go, guys.
To Boston, all the way across with a big zigzag to LA.
Yeah.
We come back here, and then we're going to go from here to Chicago to New York and send it home.
Interesting.
That's amazing.
That's it.
Any roads you really enjoyed on the way?
I mean, I've driven Circuit of the Americas, the F1 track, Tail of the Dragon.
Nice.
Lots of good stuff.
That's good stuff. Yeah.
But I suspect probably the highest mileage customer Black Series in the world. I can't believe that.
Wow.
They only started deliveries a year ago, so if someone else has managed to do more than my 15,000, like 25,000 kilometers in a year,
Right.
that's a good effort.
Black Series, I forgot to mention, is the Black Series. Very big detail that we've left out.
Yeah.
This one has 1,000 horsepower.
Yeah.
That's safe. It was like one of the prototypes I did for this car. So I actually got it when it was new, more or less, and sent it to RennTech. They really couldn't have access to even at that point the new turbos that had come out with the car.
Yeah.
So we're able to get a developmental set from Germany, and then they tweaked it, and so it was about a 1003.
Casual 1,000 horsepower in a wagon.
Yo, they're here.
Okay.
So it was one of
I was
those
about to
cars,
say, where's that plate from?
Yeah. It's King Abdullah.
Who was this car owned by?
So it was owned by King Abdullah of Saudi Arabia. So
Casual.
Sheikh, yeah.
So guys,
Sultan.
this car right here is called a Kugok. So SGS was actually based in Saudi Arabia in the 80s for about 5 years. Chris Hahn had moved the company to Saudi Arabia. And what had happened was, after the company went bankrupt in about 86, 87, because of all the restrictions the Saudi government put on the company, they sold a lot of their pieces to the Middle East. And then someone started the company called Kugok. So this car is essentially an SGS car, but not an official one. It's Kugok. Started more from being, I'm an artist, I do music, so I said, hey, I want to be the first guy to have all these Benzes as far as the music goes. And then Daniel was looking to collect as well. He had a little collection going. I had my vintage Benz collector page going. He was following it. He was looking for a certain car. It just all culminated into this perfect storm of ideas.
It became like a duty of ours to like capture these cars we thought we'd seen when we were younger that we weren't really sure existed.
Yeah.
And kind of bring them all to one place and have a place where everyone can kind of see them.
I got you. I'm loving how many UK plates you have
There's a
around.
lot of UK, there's many UK cars in here. I love right-hand drive cars. We have about 150, 160 cars in another place, and then we have cars sprinkled all over the world. Basically,
Yeah, waiting arrival too.
40 cars overseas that hasn't come yet.
Another 40 in different parts of North America,
Yeah,
North
about
and
20 in
South.
Canada. We have cars everywhere. We've used cars in Japan.
So for us, it's like a long
Before we
game.
even met,
Before we met, you know,
so we waited 7 years for it.
we just know that there's, you know, sometimes you got to get ahead of it. And if the whole market's going to find the best examples, like you have to kind of bite the bullet, be willing to buy something overseas that you know you can't bring in for like 2 or 3 years just to have it. So the right example of it.
Yeah.
The cars, we make them arrive here first to do like the whole, you know, thing for the YouTube, but also we drive them. So let's say there's a few cars we like, we just keep them here to drive, and then if not, they go to the stadium. So this is actually the 50-pound Evo from the UK. I don't know if you heard of it. So
50 pounds each. That is completely, that's the feeling here. It's like, obviously I know some of the cars from your videos and things, so like I've seen this recently, but it's the overload of everything is interesting.
right,
Yeah.
all at once.
Normally when you go into a collection of older Benz models, you're going to be looking at a lot that are pretty run-of-the-mill generic kind of things, and there'll be a couple that stand out.
There'd be great stock examples.
That's interesting, that's interesting, that's interesting.
These are all cars you can write articles about. ABC exclusive. Literally, there's a collector in the UK we've known for years who lives in Surrey, and he has a huge collection of these types of cars. And he's been looking for an ABC exclusive for 20 years with that on the grill. He's never found one. There's such rare things to come across.
What's a 1000 SEL?
This is it right here.
So in the Arab market, they're saying how can we make cars as crazy as possible, and they would actually take the number of a 500 SEL, 500 SEC, and they would reinvest in it like crazy and make it, you know, soup it up and put whatever they could into it. And so it's not a 500 now, it's 1,000. Because most of these are cars, are also kind of like pop art too at the same time. It's like, it's art. Like this is just a crazy thing to look at by itself. Or you can imagine now like how much space this takes up visually in the right setting. So that's what we're trying to do, bring kind of more attention to these cars in the right way.
Usually big collections like this are like unattainable to the normal person. This is very, first of all, it's called Patina Collective, which is like both relatable. Like Patina, you know what Patina is, when the car has like, you know, Patina to it. And collective means, you know, inclusive. And so the cool thing about us is, okay, you can watch our channel and go spend $3,000 and get an old Benz and now feel a part of the club. You can't really do that with Lamborghini. You can't really do that. So that's why we have guys every day like, oh, you inspired me. I'm starting my own collection. I got 3 cars now. The royal family of Brunei right there.
Wow, that's cool.
Yep, number 52.
What I love, and I have to talk about this with my videos, what I love about visiting lots of different people and collectors is that a collection speaks for the passion and interests of like you guys. You know, this is totally unique. I've never seen something like this at all anywhere.
Right.
And the fact that as we're walking around, you're like, you know this, you know that, you know everything. Like it's easy to just buy cars, but to have the passion to understand it and up and down, that's what's so cool. I'm loving it.
People were just saying, let me put as much money as I can into the most expensive Mercedes I can.
Yeah.
You know, or the Mercedes that I want, and make it that way. And that's when the customization took off.
You've never seen an ABC exclusive like this. Look at this. Look at the body, look how wide it is.
Those arches are just ridiculous.
Insane. And it has a manual transmission, smooth as butter.
This whole market of customizing when AMG really kicks things off in like '67, it created this little effect where then years later, people started saying, okay, well, AMG's doing well, other tuners are doing well, let me do something really kind of off the wall. And so in the 80s and 90s, you would keep tuning of these cars just to really stand out and be different and invest, you know, all of your money that came very fast at that time into these kind of cars.
And the reason why we did this for Mercedes, because you literally can't do it in any other brand. No other brand has this many variations of each model, it just never happened. No other brand has 30 tuners tune one model every time. It never happened. Right?
Car guy museums have been like in the US at least, and I know they're doing different stuff everywhere, but like you'd have an old pink Cadillac Bel Air, and next would be like a cutout of Elvis with like his head. It's cool for what that is, but we're trying to do something immersive, different using technology. Well, would it be better to be like, let me have one Koenig Special in the room and then feel like I'm in Tokyo 1980, as opposed to me having like 30, you know, Corvettes lined up and I can walk by them in 2 seconds, you know?
How many cars is that gonna fit?
We're trying to...
We're gonna comment it all. We're gonna have we're gonna have about 22 to 24 triple lifts in addition to the floor space and everything else. So we probably hold about 300 cars in there total between display and storage.
We're gonna try to make it more storage than display.
And rotate out the
because it's so big.
And rotate it around.
The cool thing about Mercedes is it's a supercar type of feel, but it's like people lived with these cars. They're not like people had these cars, drove them 140,000 kilometers, and they have memories with them, and their dad had it.
It's a story that tied along with Mercedes, because if you were a special person, you might have had, you know, certain supercars, but everyone had a Benz. So it ties back into that era. Like everyone had a Mercedes at the core.
Like
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Oh, this is my car.
So this is the car Daniel bought years and years and years before I met him. He was already trying to collect and get these cars together from around the world, just like I was doing in the era. We were both doing it simultaneously, 2 parts of the world. So here it is, the S70 Daniel's waited years for.
Stop it. This car, take it forever. 6 years.
Yeah.
My brother.
Congrats.
Thank you. And we got Shmee in here. What a special day this is.
Special day. We got Shmee from the collection, and now we got this S70, one of very few ever made. Here it is, guys. Let's go.
All things hip.
Guys, waiting years. It's been in a storage facility in Norway for 6 years waiting for this car. I've had my boy Paul over there, P-A with a little circle over it, L. Paul's been taking care of it for me there, changing the battery fluids, taking out in the summertime for a drive. Bought this car 6 years ago. It's finally here.
How'd you find it?
I found it on Jalopnik. Someone had listed it there. It had its own like website about the car. Paid at what at that time was a full price for it to wait. But now, worth every penny. Glad it's here.
Wow, this is brand new.
It is brand new, bro.
Beautiful
It's the
interior.
nicest S70 we have. The best S70 we have.
This car sat so long, I'm commanding him to daily it.
I shall. Wallahi.
Wallahi is the Arabic word that translates into I swear to Allah.
137,000 kilometers.
Let me get you guys slightly more kind of around here, just so I get you with some cars behind. So the way I normally begin it is just to like, hey, this fun type thing.
Yeah.
My first run of stickers are good.
I gather this is one of the most sought after things I could possibly leave here with.
Yes.
A Patina Collective sticker. Now this car, because the car has a story, this car's been to the Middle East. I drove it in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, all around Europe.
Wow.
Of course, it's now here in the USA. It's been coast to coast. It's been 10,000 miles here. On the trunk lid up here, I have stickers for places it's been, like a track day at Yas Marina,
Wow.
the parking at the F1 race, Abu Dhabi. This was a track day at Willow Springs. Circuit of the Americas. I went to visit Whistling Diesel, went to an event at the Peterson Museum. I filmed with all of Tavares and Ed Bolian and Hoovy's Garage, all the car trek guys on this trip with this car.
Well, this is like going to Abu Dhabi, basically, coming here.
So this car's going to be going around the world, so the sticker is going to go around the world with
awesome,
it.
man.
Want to put it
That's dope.
That's perfect.
here, so it's all right.
Yeah,
That's perfect. I love that.
that's dope, man.
There you go. You're part of the collective.
We're honored. Thank you.
This
Part of
car's
the
been, it's
collective.
part of it.
So, man, thank you so
Legends,
much.
guys,
That's-
legends.
Thank you. That's dope. Instant Benz credibility. You already had it, but now you got even more of it.
So the other car's coming in 20 minutes.
20 minutes later.
All right, guys, very special day. You know what I mean? We got our guy SHMEE over here checking out the collection. At the same time, 4 cars arrived.
Business still goes on.
Yes, it's another day. The Patina Collective right here. We got the SL73S, super special build, real Brabus car, straight from Europe, super fast, super official, super authentic. Right here, Brabus boys. Let's go.
Oh, behind the Kugok.
Alright guys, on the way right now to the stadium to show SHMEE more of our cars and show him the madness and really get him to see how in-depth we went with the collection. Let's go. Welcome to the stadium.
No, that's what I'm talking about. Wow. Whoa.
Insane.
Just a few cars, just like a couple. Like
There's around 150 cars in here right now. Originally, you could walk around here and see the cars better, but we lined it up now just as emergency storage. So
I got a quick question. Can we go for a test drive in one of them?
maybe. But the funny part is, actually, if this row is empty, you could pull out any car. Because I set it up so if you look at the mirrors,
Yeah.
you can literally pull the last car out in a straight line and come out. That's how we designed it. So it's not the best way to store cars, but it's the only way right now.
Yeah. So if you want the one at the back, you've got to move
5
6 or
cars.
7.
Yeah.
I'm struggling to take in what I'm looking at right now.
Gemballa. This is all blue.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean.
I don't even know. Where do you go? How do you do this? This is like proper kid in a candy store. It's like, what am I looking at? What's here? Just kind of squeeze through. See you later.
That's a Brabus behind it. They made a couple of them. This was built by SGS Styling Garage, the same one that did the Koenig. So this never existed as a wagon.
The glass?
So the doors, V6 doors, V7 windows, or V6 windows, V7 doors.
That's like high. Yeah. People follow you guys as well.
Alright guys, that's it for today. We had SHMEE here, checking all the cars, going crazy. Another special day in the Kingdom of Boca Raton. Make sure to check out his channel, SHMEE150. Let's go.